Hey, Juventini, welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel, where it's all Juve all the time. So if you're new to the channel, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're your one-stop shop for everything Juventus. Okay, now without further ado, let's hit the news to February 2nd. Okay, very light day in the news, but we're going to carry on through some of the discussions that were taking place over the past few days, and that's all of a sudden the rumors and the links that link Juventus with Zaniolo. Okay, now apparently today coming out even further that stretching basically from yesterday where it said Raspadori and Zaniolo are options should Dybala leave. Now we got into the discussion on the podcast yesterday, but also just speaking in general, I don't see either one of these players being the actual replacement. I see it more as a change in a different direction should they choose to go this route. But I don't think that the two even combine. I think Dybala, whether he stays or goes, is irrelevant to Juventus looking to add Zaniolo or Raspadori, to be honest with you, as there are other options and other players that would particularly move, Keane being obviously one of them and whatnot. So yeah, a lot to take in here. But Zaniolo, apparently the links go back to December as Allegri very, very much likes the player. So Zaniolo is one to watch now. Raspadori, of course, obviously in the links there. Fans getting fired up about the discussions and them being labeled as replacements to Dybala. But again, I see it just going a little bit deeper, a little bit more of a change of direction should they go that way. Players that Zaniolo is very, very versatile. Dybala can be hard to fit in at times, right? So I think it's just a change, but I have no doubts that Juventus, well, there are some doubts on Juventus side, but I have no doubts that Juventus is the club for Dybala, and I don't think he wants to leave whatsoever. And I truly believe that Allegri does see him as the focal point of the project currently. So yeah, let's hope that everything gets done. Now, in terms of Paulo Dybala himself, his agent will be entering this month to hopefully finalize this contract extension. And this is where I get some of my doubts because everybody's been on me lately and saying, hey, on the podcast, you said you got 10% doubts about Dybala staying. What's up with that, Alberto? Well, here's the doubts. This has been ongoing for a long time. We're talking about 3 years about talking about extending Paulo Dybala. And now all of a sudden, some of the rumors as of late that we're getting in regards to the delay are his agent now has just become certified to be an agent in Italy. Oh, that strikes me as being funny. So at one point, Paulo Dybala had his brother as his agent, and now he's got Jorge Antun as his agent. Listen, in a matter of 3 years and even making the switch from there, you tell me all of a sudden you're an agent and you take over Paulo Dybala, who plays in Italy, who's been ongoing with negotiations for 3 years now, trying to negotiate an extension, and you haven't even become certified to deal in Italy. I ain't buying that. I ain't buying that. But again, fingers crossed that he signs. Okay. Now, in other news, Big Gun, our friend Mirko Di Natale, coming out and saying that the focus will shift to the midfield in the summer. He expects Juventus to go all in on a big midfielder and make the additions. So he says that a possibility of a midfield signing like Sergei Milinkovic-Savic is very much realistic and a possibility. So there you have it. Now, we asked the questions as there have been a lot of links even through the winter mercado talking about possible targets in the summer, and Jorginho's name was out here. Now all of a sudden you have Zaniolo, who can play as an attacking midfielder, but a lot of midfield names out there. Who do you handpick? Pogba obviously will always have links with Juve, but we don't see it happening. But if you could handpick out of the possible available options, who would you want Juventus to splash on in the middle of the park? Is it Milinkovic-Savic? He seems to be one of the bigger popular names that Juventini want to bring in. I would love it because I would love it to stick it to some of my Lazio fan friends there. But last, certainly not least, our Serbian bomber who we just brought in the winter mercado, Dusan Vlahovic. Vlahovic is expected to make his debut against Verona this Sunday. This was another hot topic as we were discussing whether or not he should start. And he should start wasn't a question. We all said he should start, but would Max start him? It's expected that he's going to make his debut against Verona. I don't see any integration period needed for a guy of this caliber. We just got a shiny new toy. Let's play with it. Okay, let's get it out there and let's unleash our Serbian bomber against Verona. Now, will Zakaria be starting against Verona? Should he be starting as well? I think so, but what's Max going to do? And what do you think? Start them both? Fire away? Max is usually pretty safe when it comes to incoming players, and that's why people had doubts about whether or not he would even start Vlahovic. But for me, it's a no-brainer. You play the Serbian bomber and you get things rolling. Verona's going to be a tough, tough test. They always play us tough, and Tudor has his men playing very, very well. They're sitting ninth in the table. They're only about 5 points out of Europa League spot, so it will be a tough test, but hopefully we get the job done. And of course, hopefully Dusan Vlahovic strikes and gets that debut goal for Juventus. Can't wait. But again, stay tuned. We'll take you through all the news and all the buildup leading up to that game. And then, of course, hit you with the match day live on Sunday. We will try our best to do a watch along as well. So stay tuned to the channel. That's all Juve all the time. Finoallafine, Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.